Hi guys, Mrs. Rose here. On December 23rd, the last day of our Spirit Week, we are going to have a little extra PBIS reward where we're going to be breaking up with our houses into different groups to have all kinds of fun activities.
If you are in the 8th grade Gold House, here are the groups that will be happening in what location. So in room 112, there'll be the Minute to Win It. In the Blue House, if you look here, here are the groups that will happen for the Blue House and the locations for each of those games or activities. Here's the Pink House and the locations for games or activities. Here's the Gray House and the location of games and activities. Here's the Green House and the location of games and activities. And last but not least, here is the Red House for location of games and activities. This is the bulletin board outside of Mrs. Shammy's office where you can check to see if you qualify. All right, each group is going to be placed alphabetically by house. So group 1, I listed the last name of a student. In that range, if your last name falls in that range, you will follow each other as a group. And you will go from A to B to C to D when we switch. Group 2, here's the last names of 8th graders. If you fall in that gap, you will be together. And you will follow B, C, D, and E. Group 3, these are the last names that are posted. And you will follow C, D, E, A. Group 4, if you fall in this last name, it will be D, E, A, B. And group 5, you will follow E, A, B, C. Any non-qualifiers, so students who did not qualify for this and did not use their points to buy in. So if you didn't qualify, you could have bought into the event. You're going to report to room 41 to work with Mr. Loya. Please bring your Chromebook, any missing work you'd like to work on during this time. For the Gold House today, what will happen, group 1, your last names are listed here if you fall in this order, and you will go from group A, B, C, D. Group 2, the last names are listed here for the Gold House, and on Friday you will go in the order of B, C, D, E. Group 3, the last names are listed here, and you will go in the order of C, D, E, A. Group 4, the last names are listed here, and you will go D, E, A, B. Group 5, the last names are listed here, and you will follow E, A, B, C. What I recommend is that you write these down. If you didn't qualify for this PBIS event and you didn't use your 20 points to buy in, you're going to be with me, Mrs. Purdue, in room 43. You can bring your Chromebook and any work you'd like to work on during this time to that location. Okay, the Pink House, how your orders will go, just like the other houses. The last names are listed here. If your last name falls between this range, you're going to follow the group A, B, C, D. Group 2, your last names will fall in this order, and you will do B, C, D, E. Group 3, if your last names fall between this range, you will follow C, D, E, A. Group 4, if your last names fall between this range, you will follow D, E, A, B. Group 5, if your last names fall between this range, you will follow group in order E, A, B, C. Non-qualifiers, unfortunately, if you didn't qualify and you didn't have enough warrior points to buy in, you will report to room 53 with Mr. Green. And you will bring your Chromebook and any work you'd like to work on during this time. All right, Gray House. So like we've been saying, the groups are listed alphabetically, and you're going to follow this order. So you'll rotate between the different activities, A, B, C, D for group 1. Group 2, last names are listed. You're going to go in this order, B, C, D, E. Group 3, last names are listed on the screen. You're going to follow C, D, E, A. Group 4, last names are listed on the screen. You're going to follow D, E, A, B. Group 5, last names are listed on the screen, and you are going to follow E, A, B, C. If you're a non-qualifier, you probably had suspensions either in school or out of school, and then you chose not to buy into the event. You are going to report to room 31 with Mrs. Asher. You're going to bring your Chromebook and any work you'd like to work on during this time if you are in the gray house. All right, red house. So same procedure goes. Each alphabetically, we group the students by alphabet. So the group 1, you're grouped in this range. You're going to follow the schedule of A, B, C, D. Group 2, you're going to follow the schedule of B, C, D, E. Group 3, you are going to be following the schedule of C, D, E, A. Group 4, you are going to follow the schedule of D, E, A, B. Group 5, you are going to follow the schedule of E, A, B, C. Please write this down. That will help you to know where you're going next. All right, our red house non-qualifiers, you are going to report to room 37 with Miss Lobb. You're going to bring your Chromebook and any work you'd like to work on during this time. Green house. So those who have qualified, your last name falls between this range. You are going to follow this order: A, B, C, D. Group 2, if your last names fall between this range, you are going to follow this order: B, C, D, E. Group 3, if your last names fall between this range, you are going to follow C, D, E, A. Group 4, if your last names fall between this range, you're going to follow D, E, A, B. And group 5, if your last names fall between this range, you are going to follow E, A, B, C. My non-qualifiers for the greenhouse, you're going to report to the LRC with Mr. Greenlee. You're going to bring your Chromebook and any work you'd like to work on during this time.
One of the activities that we're going to do is some Minute to Win It games. So I have some volunteers from PBIS Club here today. We're going to do some samples of how to play the games, so both teachers and students know exactly what they're supposed to look like. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We do have 4 Minute to Win It games with instructions that all staff will be receiving for their houses, with all of the supplies necessary to play each of the games. You do not have to do all 4 games. We're just providing you with the materials for all 4 in case you have enough time to do all 4. So it's up to you if you just want to select 2 of them or try to get all 4 in. So we're going to pause for a minute and get ready so we can show you what the first Minute to Win It game will look like. All right, the first Minute to Win It game that we are going to play is called Naughty and Nice. It's a game of quick sorting. So the students behind me, I have Peyton and I have McKenna, are going to show how this game works. We have 2 bowls in front that are empty. One says Naughty in red, the other says Nice in green. And in the middle bowl, you can see we have a bowl of red and green M&Ms. So when you divide your students up into groups, we're going to have actually 4 students that will be competing at this time. We're just going to show you with 2. We're going to set a timer for 25 seconds, and when we say go, both of these students will start sorting their M&Ms into the Naughty and Nice bowls. At the end of the 25 seconds, they'll count up how many that they have sorted in each of their bowls, and that tally will go on to their team tally board. Start. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Three, 2, 1, freeze. All right, so we would tally up how many they have split into their Naughty and Nice bowls, and you would count all of those M&Ms, and however many the total is, you would put it under the team column for that person. Good, pause. All right, game number 2 that we have for our Minute to Win It challenge is one of my personal favorites. It is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I have a couple volunteers here. I have Hayden and Bella. And you can see behind me that we have a couple pictures of Rudolph that will be taped on the wall in your classroom. I have some Vaseline and I have some Rudolph noses, little cotton noses. What you're going to do is after you split your students up into their teams, most likely you will have up to 4 teams. They are going to get with their teammates in a single file line, and one at a time. Each player from the team will take a dab of Vaseline, put it on their nose, and without using their hands, they are going to pick up the Rudolph nose onto the tip of their nose. After they get their Rudolph nose to stick, they're going to walk across the room without using hands again, and they are going to put the nose onto Rudolph. If your nose falls off, you go sit down. You're just knocked out. At the end of the race, with all 4 teams going, you'll do 4 students at a time. However many noses are stuck to the picture of Rudolph, that's how many points your team will get for this particular game. So the team who gets the most Rudolph noses will all receive a PBIS point. All right, so Hayden and Bella are going to show us how to do this right now. All right, girls, go for it. They're putting their Vaseline on their nose. Put a good amount on. No hands. All right. Got that Rudolph nose? Now you have to get it to stick to the paper. No hands, no hands. Hayden, I see a finger going up there. No hands. Good job. All right, girls. Thank you so much. All right, for game number 3, we have Santa Bucks. My little volunteers here, Caleb and Zachary, they are going to be blindfolded, and they have a spatula. They're going to scoop up their Santa Bucks and put it on their plate. Boys, you are allowed to stand for this if you choose to. There are no rules other than you may not move your blindfold. So we're going to set a timer for 20 seconds. And they are going to scoop as many of their Santa Bucks they can onto the paper plate. When the timer goes off, you're going to count up how many dollars they received, and that's how many points their team will get. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to start the timer. On your mark, get set, go. You're doing a fantastic job. Oh my gosh, that's so much money. As you can see, it is not as easy as it looks.